Like when you do this to me.
My man.
All right.
So you've been doing this for several years now.
Yeah.
But what does it mean to you to keep tradition alive?
All right. It's good to keep tradition, and it's one of those events that you want to keep going every single year. It's a new group of kids, it's new faces to see, but it's always the same excitement from the kids and everybody involved. Right there, you like macaroni?
I need cheese.
Yeah, do you see the
See the cheese
Velveeta?
over there?
17 games, 29 days.
Right.
And you get to come out here
Mhm.
and be away from basketball.
Right.
And just, help out the community, help out the kids.
Uh-huh.
What does that mean to you in the perspective of what actually matters?
For me, it's always more than basketball. Basketball is a part of my life, but it's not who I am, and it's not who I try to strive to be in the public eye. I want to be somebody known to give back, somebody known to support the community, and I think this is a perfect time to do it.
This is one of the more unique Thanksgiving events.
Right.
Why is this format so important to you?
You can just go and give kids a $100 gift card, a $200 gift card, but for me, we add a twist to it. We give them a $200 gift card and a calculator so that they can budget meals. We just try to give an extra twist to not only help, but make sure that they have a memory to bring home. They did okay. All of them stayed under budget. There's a lot of non-Thanksgiving items in the shopping carts, but overall they did excellent. You know what's gonna happen? Bring on the court and play one-on-one.
You talk about the budgeting aspect of it for somebody that could be growing up without the resources to learn and get those opportunities. How important is that, especially just the math and the calculator portion of it?
Right. It's good to start young. You build habits when you're young. It's not like they're budgeting for rent or anything, but if you start with the small things and just in an atmosphere like this that they're going to be accustomed to and they have to come to almost every day, it's going to be leaps and bounds ahead of people in the future.
When you started this like 7-8 years ago, could you imagine that it'd be continuing on as long as it has?
Right. Not really. It was something I wanted to, but I didn't really expect it to be this grand. having $200 for 25 kids and having the whole city of Cleveland come behind, and a big grocery store like this having to help out. We have a bunch of sponsors this year that helped. I didn't think it'd be this big, but glad it is. I know I think our Cavs team, but this is where we did the shopping. Thank you for opening your store for us to have this event here and to help these kids. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Every time I heard your name go for you, I was like,
There was a student walking out to me, and the teacher saying, "This is the coolest day of my life." You hear that? Does it just make it all worthwhile?
It does. It makes me want to do it again next year. Just stuff like that. We're making them work. But at the same time we're giving back, and it's like that combo. It makes it special for even me. I know they had a great time, but this is my favorite time of the year as well.
Are you the brains behind the operation between bringing the math into all this?
It's a collaboration between all of it.
Okay.
The original thought was, how can we give back for Thanksgiving? And then we thought, I like math, I like STEM. It's the perfect way to add it all in.
Do you have a message for the kids that weren't here that might be watching this on TV and thinking like, oh, that's a cool event, or I wonder why you care so much about this? What's the message to the rest of the youth in Northeast Ohio?
Right. People out here are going to look out for you. I know it's tough to reach every single corner of the world, but we still want to look out for everybody. There's still people in this world that want to help. And you can still go out and have a good time with your family. You can still have a good Thanksgiving. It might be tough to budget, but it's the year of Thanksgiving. It's the year of giving, so why not?
You brought up the energy. Is there funny moments today that stood out to you? It feels like there were a bunch.
There is a bunch of moments. Some kids were saying, "Oh, I'm doing so good this year. I got a lot of things in my grocery cart." They had 2 12 packs of soda, 4 things of ice cream, but that's what it's all about. They're budgeting, they're having fun. They still had a turkey in there, which I guess is good for the family, but it was just a fun time overall.
When they go back to schoolwork and see their friends that weren't here today,
Right.
what do you hope they're talking to their friends about?
I don't know what they're going to talk. I know they're going to brag about it because they all seem like they had a great time. They all loved everything. Just that they got to go around the store and shop. I think it was a unique experience for the kids, and I think they're going to tell everybody.
It felt like you were very adamant on trying to make sure that they were, one, having fun and getting the things that they wanted, but also prioritizing health, getting vegetables, all these different things. How important is it for you to not only talk about health, but also wellness when it comes to the youth?
Right. That's just important for the youth. I'm always about starting habits young. You know I joke, do you have any vegetables in the cards? You know, but I've always been one. You get your protein, your starch, and your vegetable. You know, I think I'm not a food expert, but I think that can go a long way in keeping these kids healthy.
Did you have anything like this when you were growing up, as far as like Thanksgiving and people like kind of giving to you and kind of maybe inspiring you to do this?
Not really on my end. I remember when I was young, for Thanksgiving, my mom would bring us to a food bank so we can pack boxes for people. You know, so this has always been a part of my life around Thanksgiving time in terms of giving back.
What do you remember from that time?
I remember, I don't know, it's weird, a comforting smell. You know, you think back and there's like, it's the smell of onions, the smell of produce. I don't know why, like this certain thing, that's one thing I remember. And I just remember going every year to do this thing. And at first it's like, why? You know, we could be at home watching cartoons and stuff like that. But like now that I look back on it, I see the importance of it.
What's the why, now that you look back?
To give back to people. You know, there's people less fortunate in this world, the people that don't have as much as all of us have. So why not?
Was there anybody that was surprised by your height today?
All of the kids. How tall are you? How tall are you? Are you taller than Shaq? Are you taller than Evan Mobley? They were infatuated with the height, but I think that's part of it. They had fun.
How tall are you, Jarrett? Because you know ESPN has you listed as 6'9", but I think you might be a little taller.
I might be honest, 6'9.5". The hair does wonders for me.
Last year, you had the kids coming, spend time in the game. You know, it's a little bit different change of pace, but to be back here, it's just make it a little bit more special for you, just because it's about getting back, and you have that comfort, you know, with just being around the just kind of like just giving, just giving. Packing the boxes,
Right. Last year it was tough. You know, it was just the game schedule didn't line up with the event we had. But doing it here is it's so much different. You know, it's the whole experience that makes the event so much more special. Having the kids actually walk up and down the aisle and have to pick everything out. I mean, we do what we can in moments like this and moments like that, but this makes it special.
You gonna tell Isaac about Little Ice?
Absolutely. Oh, you know, I thought about it.
Did you do the risen face?
He did. No. I have a fiance.